So the question we're all asking is, what can demons do? And that's what chapter 9 tells us. Starting in verse 3, then out of the smoke, I mean, everybody is transfixed. I mean, just this smoke is just filling the world. And out of the smoke come locusts on the earth. And to them was given power, as scorpions on the earth have power. They were commanded not to harm the grass of the earth or any green thing. They aren't normal locusts. These are spiritual creatures. They aren't eating everything green, but only, oh, look what's back here, those who don't have the seal of God on their foreheads. So they can't touch the 144,000, they can't touch the 2 witnesses, and they can't touch those who are being saved. And so that's part of the whole gospel event. And they were not given authority to kill people, but to torment them for 5 months. 5 months. Do you understand? God is giving everybody on earth a taste of hell while simultaneously offering salvation through Christ. And we already saw in chapter 7 2 hours ago that a vast number of people accept. And they say, I want it, and they're martyred, instantly killed by Satan's host working. I mean, wait till we get to chapter 13. The false prophet and Satan make this robot thing that's animated. It's almost like artificial intelligence and robotics, and this thing becomes better than Arnold Schwarzenegger ever could, the Terminator. It's Satan's Terminator, this robotic, artificially intelligent, satanic-inspired killing machine that probably is what's martyring all these people, but that's coming in chapter 13. So for 5 months, there's torment. And their torment was like the torment of a scorpion when it strikes a man. In those days, people seek death and can't die. They desire to die, and death flees from them. God is giving them an opportunity to hear the gospel. Now, what are these locusts? Well, when this real destroyer is unleashed, God offers a preview of hell. The shape of the locust was, now notice this, do you see a yellow word here? All of a sudden you're realizing that John is seeing something. He doesn't know how to put words to describe what he's seeing. They have crowns like gold, their faces are like men, but they have hair like women, and their teeth are like lions, and they have breastplates that's like iron. And their wings, it's like chariots with horses. It's just roaring into battle. Oh, their tails look like scorpions. And they had a king over them, verse 11. The angel of the abyss, Abuso, the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew was Abaddon, and in Greek, Apollyon. Now, just a note. You get into gaming and the video games, and you'll find that many of the names of these things are demon names. The Destroyer, Apollyon, Abaddon. And you get into all these other demon names that come from Hinduism and come from all the other... I would just say, I would stay away from anything that crosses over into the occult, especially these doom monster games that get you very comfortable with these creatures that are modeled, by the way, after the pit. By the way, who do you think the primary thing that most young men are entertained by is killing? You know, all these, they start out with, Call of Duty and everything else, and they get into the bigger and bigger, and then they get into the, D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and all of this is overarching. What is Satan's world? He came to kill and steal and destroy. Don't give your life to being entertained by Satan's world. The movies are all going that direction. The games are careening that direction. But let's just pick out one of these angels, number 2, the destroyer. He shows up a lot in the Bible. He's in Exodus 12. He's in 2 Samuel 24. Paul mentions him in 1 Corinthians 10. He shows up here in Revelation 9. His name is the destroyer, translated from Hebrew Abaddon and Greek Apollyon. Let's just talk about this verse. What does he do? God lets him out of the pit for one night. What does he do? He goes from the pit, which is here on earth, and surveys the land of Egypt. Instantly, his daimon, his intelligence, he can tell who is firstborn in every family. Did you know a SWAT team from the $1 trillion Pentagon military mecca of the world could never do that? Do you know how long it would take to go and take a sample from everybody and do a DNA test and look at their DNA clicks and see which one of those that you've tested is the firstborn? He does a firstborn sampling of every human and finds the firstborn male in every home and kills him on the spot. Plus, he stops out back in the stable and finds the firstborn of the animals just to show he was there and kills all them. Finding the firstborn animal? I mean, they have litters and there's like 8 at once. This is way beyond anything we can comprehend. He does that. I'm talking about the death angel. That's who the destroyer was. He was let out to be the death angel during the Passover, and in one night, he enters every home, does the analysis, finds them, kills them, goes to the stable, kills them, and does that, and doesn't touch a single Israelite. He knows who's who. He saw the blood on their doorposts. He's able to kill that quickly. Do you see why he's in the pit? I mean, I don't have time. I mean, here, he's only let out briefly, and he kills 70,000 just like that, and God puts him back. Well, he comes out here with his army, and God says, you can't kill anybody, okay?